things, and that's okay. It's been 2 days from doing this, and I wasn't here yesterday. All right. So the hinted guys, we do this. We've got lots of cover shapes. All right. So for the angle across, what I used to do when I was a kid starting off on this is I would just look at my angle, the one directly across. When I draw a little point, that's going to be your opposite. So up here, then this one's across from it. That's your opposite. Here, that's the one across from it. That's your opposite. And here, that's the one across from it. That's your opposite. So don't go and look at it and say, you know what, this one looks like it's the longest, don't use that. What's the key that you know which one's the longest? It's across the right angle, that's what it has to be, okay? So again, these diagrams are poor, I'll admit. C and D aren't good triangles, okay, right? But you can see which ones are the 90 degrees. So the one across from the 90 is going to be your hypotenuse. And again, if you want to draw lines like this, you can. You don't have to. All right, when I was a kid, I always said the leftover one's adjacent. What my teacher, my EA last year said, is the one that's on the same side as the angle and the right angle. Tell me that text now.
I'm not.
Tell me that one.
No,
so it's the one that the two angles.
Right, between the two angles.
No.
Okay. So there we go. Now, where this is going to come in here, because as I said yesterday, depending on what side you're given, and this is sort of the neat thing about trig, if you probably weren't that impressed by it, but if you look at what we did for our second warm-up, I gave you one angle and one side, and we could solve the whole triangle. That was like our warm-up. That's pretty neat, really. That's actually sort of amazing. It is very neat, okay? So well, think about it. It's amazing that it do that, okay? So what we're doing today is we're going to use every single side, okay? So I'm going to use what's called SOH.
Yeah, I use it.
Can be used for any side.
Is that like an acronym?
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's go here, please, okay? Now, this will, if you remember the word SOH, you'll easily be able to do this stuff, okay? So I'm going to start with SO. Stands for sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Can somebody tell me where I got that from SO? Play along, please. Where'd that come from for SO? Yeah, sine is S, opposite is OH is hypotenuse. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. With that knowledge, can someone be tremendously brave? Tell me what CAH stands for, please. Go ahead.
COH equals cos theta equals I'm gonna say it.
Jason?
Yep. Over hypotenuse.
Okay. And the last one is going to be TOA, which you learned yesterday. Can somebody tell me what TOA would stand for? Yeah, tan is opposite over adjacent.
Wait, so this is only one, right?
No, you just go to the bottom part.
No, but like all today's lesson, we didn't learn anything.
No.
Other than
We're just starting with this today. This is brand new right here. This is brand new. Okay. Okay. So what I will write on the board for you guys, I'll write on SOH. You guys have to know what they are and how to use them. Okay, that'll be your thing to sort of memorize in this unit. Now, the nice thing is because of the acronym's sort of nice. I want to hit pause so I don't embarrass this person in front of the class. But best. All right, so now the tricky part, and what makes this unit a little bit tricky is, now I can give you any angle and sides, and you can find any other one, okay? So the tricky one is to figure out which one we're going to use. Let's go on to example 2. going to say solve for x. Now, the thing about this is people have to realize which one they're going to use, okay? So, the first step, whenever you see it right, I'll give you a second to scribble down. Sorry, I'm too excited about sure. What's that? It would be, we'll just give the class a chance to catch up, okay? All right? Because it's, yes, I know that's why.
No.
Okay, so what the first thing we should do before Aiden tells us the answer is, well, keep a little talking bit. After that, you should label opposite adjacent hypotenuse first right away. So to the 42 degrees, what side is going to be opposite? X. Okay, because it's directly across. No. You can always say. Because just think how it goes here. This is your angle. That's the one directly across. Okay? All right, which side is going to be your adjacent? The bottom. Okay? And then the 15 is going to be the hypotenuse. Now, if you want, you can actually scratch out adjacent. Why can I scratch out adjacent if I want to for this question? You're not using it, right? You're just using it, well, because there's no information it doesn't provide me. I'm not looking for it as a side, and it doesn't give me any information compared to x. Okay? Okay, well, here's the thing. Just wait. So let's say, just stay with me here. Stay with me here. Let's say that we do it now. We said, you know what, I like going the best. Okay, this is fine. Just wait. Just wait. So she says, okay, well, tan 42 is opposite over adjacent. Don't write this down, please. It's not right. Tan 42 equals x over, right? There's no distance on the adjacent side, because the adjacent side doesn't have a number beside it, right? It was until today, though. Okay? All right. If you just wait, because you noticed that yesterday you always had, if you looked at all, just sit down here, okay? This side and this side were all you were doing yesterday, right?
Oh, there's no number below it.
There's no number on the bottom side. So here, okay, Aiden, so once again, which one did you say to use? Yeah, because if you take a look here, I know the opposite of my hypotenuse, okay? So when you look back to your table, they're opposite of hypotenuse.
Wait, so there's something beside the adjacent.
Yes. There's no numbers beside it here, right? So I'm going to say sine of theta is opposite of hypotenuse. Okay, can I get someone who doesn't raise their hand today? You can go ahead, Calvin. Slip some numbers in, please. Go ahead. Yeah. Great. Okay. Okay, I don't like that x over 15. I don't like it at all. Go ahead.
Times side 15 on both sides.
Okay. So I'm going to say 15 times sine 42 equals x. And once again, to Megan and everyone else, you have to try and do this in your calculator right now. Okay, so if it's my calculator, I would do 15 times 42 sine. If you have like one of those dual line displays, you can do 15 times sine 42. Try it out to see if it happens.
I have 10. What?
I thought 10 points were fun.
Yeah.
All right, good? Good for a start?
Put in 42.
Depends on how your calculator works here, okay? It's depending on how the calculator works. For you, it's sine 42. You get a better calculator. That's all. Yeah.
So once it's done that, you make that cut in this one.
Yeah. Or if you still again. Here we go, example 3. Example 3.
Use that.
Tomorrow we will use that.
Yeah.
Don't hate that.
But you said that this was the fun part.
Yeah.
I like that part.
This is the other one right here, right? Oh, boy. Okay, solve for x. I'm going to pause the video. Do it. Start by labeling opposite adjacent hypotenuse. Okay. Yeah, either everyone's, as I said, either everyone's right or everyone's wrong. Okay. So quickly, what I'll do for this one is, I'll say cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. And I should have actually showed where I got that from. Okay, can I please do this? Please? Where I actually got that from was, this is your 40, so that's your opposite. That's your adjacent. That's your hypotenuse. Okay? So opposite I can just ignore because it's not really part of the question here. Alright, so I'm going to fill in the numbers. I'll say cos of 40 is x over 121. Okay, it's looking good.
Great.
Then I'm going to say 121 cos 40
Correct.
x. Alright, Maya, what'd you get for x by any chance?
I 92.5.
Either one is fine. I can say like 6, 9 or something. Okay, can we keep going here, please? Can we keep going here, please? Alright, I'm going to do a few more examples here to make sure life is good. But that's all this is. Okay, the difficult part, can I please do this? The purpose of today's lesson is just get you comfortable whether using sine, cos, or tan given the triangle. Like, that's the purpose of today's lesson. Yes.
So if you sub like cos 40 to 7.77, that's wrong.
Yeah, I did 42.17.
No, cos 40. Like when you do it,
Yeah.
it'd be 0.77. That's
Yeah,
wrong.
don't round it.
Okay.
Okay, so the question was here, okay, can we please stop for a second? The question was, my name is Mr. Sadler and I like to round. Will I get a wrong answer? I'm going to talk back. Spencer's not here, so I'll use my father-in-law as an example. I'll hit pause if I want to hear this. And I've told this joke before already. Okay,